Hello, friends, and welcome to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Today we find ourselves right outside of Footfall, ready to make landing. Last time we explored the ship, had some conversations, and engaged in an impromptu ship combat that I was completely unprepared for, and we succeeded, but I don't know that I would say I did well. I will definitely look into ship combat in the future to see what we could do better. But today we are aiming for Footfall. We've got some exploring to do, and undoubtedly we will have some fighting to do because that is how this game works. This is Disabled. My name is Ed, and let's get into it. To the map and to Footfall. Void Dock Alpha Row. I like this team. I definitely don't need Cabela, and I believe we are dropping Heinrichs off, though if I am not mistaken, he will show back up at some point. Your lordship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obeisance. We were told you would prefer to arrive on Footfall incognito, and so we are trying to attract as little attention as possible. I'm here on the behalf of the Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladame Takara. The Liege awaits the chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you happen to have other business to attend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you all about the station. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of words of welcome, far less appealing hues lurk, murky and diluted, the look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Adira jerks her head, shakes it, and hisses through her teeth. Someone's coming, and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Abelard sighs and casually places his hand on his weapon. Who's coming? Judging by the voices, there's lots of them. Angry. They've got teeth, but they aren't that sharp. Their strength is their numbers. Pray, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such a cryptic pronoun? She does not get to say the rest.
Hey, newcomers! How's this for a warm welcome? Your arrogance will be your downfall.
I will level you.
Well, as for a warm welcome, I will say it did feel toasty. Toasty, toasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. If I can get that group, that will be wonderful. Looks like Cassia goes first in our party. No, Adira. Dang it, she keeps hiding. Okay, Adira, then Cassia, Argenta, and Gladius and Abelard both go at the end because why wouldn't they? It's just the most obnoxious way to set it up. All right. Beautiful. Adira gets to go first-ish, though several of the enemy go before she does. She is a snipe, so we'll put her in the back. Cassia does not need to be in combat, so we'll put her in the back. Argenta, on the other hand, does want to unleash hell, so we'll put her toward the front. And then, of course, Abelard will be a target for whomever wants to attack him. We will stick him up front, and Pascal needs to hang out toward the back as well. So we'll put him here. And let's go.
can handle this.
Well, there went my cover.
I've suffered worse. Let's get to it.
I'm dodging like mad out here. Pascal's cover is also gone. Let's see. Nice cluster here. Who is going next? Gentleman on this end. Can we do anything over this direction? We cannot. Okay. So, not a lot for us to do here. Let me go ahead. I am in good shape on veil degradation. I am going to help out Abelard, because Gladius I can't see. And then I am going to use Psychic Shriek and see how many of these chappies we can kill.
Anything else? Farewell.
Well, we got one and hurt another, but that'll get us going. And did not really impact veil degradation either, which is beautiful. Okay. Gladius is right where he needs to be, actually. We can get him started right now.
Not a servitor.
See, oh yeah, Zone of Fear. We don't need that. Don't need Lidless Stare.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Let's let Gladius get his work done here.
I'll make it happen. On it.
Really? Okay, well that's unfortunate. End his turn. Cassia's not putting herself in danger. Let's see if we can't move these chaps.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Well, it caused a little more damage.
Out of my way.
Scared, yeah?
Your end was inevitable.
Loving it. Argenta. These guys are just workers. If she were to come here. Not awful. Let's give that a go.
The Emperor will be undone. Eradicated. Each strike is a prayer.
2 out of 3. I'll take it. We'll go ahead and reload that. Run and gun. We'll move her up a hair. No, not that. Put her into cover. Swap over to the shotgun and hopefully finish him off. Very nice. And we will let that roll.
Time to slaughter someone.
Here we go.
He just shot his own people.
Hold on.
Okay. That should be a fairly easy takedown, so let's go ahead
Who
and get
if not
started
me?
there.
I'll make it happen. You never stood a chance.
Okay, we've got a dance. Beautiful. And again. Really? Okay.
It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally. I don't need luck. I have strategy. Another enemy down.
Beautiful.
On it. You should have thought twice before crossing me. I'll make it happen.
Okay, let's do acrobatic artistry.
It's as good as done.
Well, got another hit on her, but she is still up, though not by a lot, by any means. Okay, let's end turn. And Abelard is up. I think we want to hit Endure. Brace for impact. And we are going to charge. Or not. I was wanting to charge her, but I don't have the... I guess I don't have the space to do it? It's not letting me get her. I don't know why not. So we will come up instead. And attack.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
There we go. And then charge these chaps.
I will do my duty.
Get off me,
I took care of this one.
losers. Okay. Let's get Pascal back into cover. See if he can't take out Amelia here.
Request approved. My vow is insignificant value.
That'll work. Let's go ahead and do joint analysis.
Favorable.
Lovely. Let's hit him again.
On it. Can I
Oh,
join
jeez.
my whispering choir?
Well, I took out 3 of them, but I did a little bit of damage to myself and Cassia along the way, though not horribly, and we will take it. Can she? She cannot. We'll go ahead and give it to Pascal then. He's in range. And Cassia is up. She could give that to Gladius, but there is no need. There is no one here to give it to. So there are some enemies up there, but he can't get there with that. So that's not valuable. Instead, we'll give it to Adira and actually use her as a... I've already given him that.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
We'll actually use Adira as a sniper this time.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Be gone.
Beautiful. And that brings us back to Cassia. She has Zone of Fear, but no one to use it on. Argenta is up. I think that's all we have left are those 2 chaps there, and we can't get to them. So we will... Can I bring her to cover closer? No? Okay. Then I'm just going to leave her where she is. She's not helpful for those two guys. Gladius will come forward. Hopefully this will get us the rest of the way there. It did.
You never stood a chance.
Beautiful. And see if we
Who,
can't
if
finish
not
off
me?
this one.
Your end was inevitable.
Beautiful. The shivering young servant looks up at you with horror in his eyes. Emperor, protect me. They killed. Every time. I warn them, and then they go all, Dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought? Adira spits on the ground in annoyance. Fear not, young man. We took care of the attackers. Do you know who they were? Your lordship, those guys were Anvers. They're a gang. They're the worst, I'm telling you. They are scared of no one, not even Leash Takara. He glances around like he's expecting even more bandits to appear. Does this kind of thing happen often around here? Shooting? Yes. Attacks on nobles? Not very often. Unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. Go and report this to the liege. Yes, I'm sorry, your lordship. I'll just go report to the liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Ah, this is terrible. Yes, whiny do. Hello. Oh my holy banana cream pie. Holy banana cream pie. Combat shotgun. Definitely want that. Weighty axe. Because it's weighty. I will take most of those and move them. I'll keep one. Flak armor. And we'll keep one of those as well. Chain sword. Not particularly interesting. Combat shotgun I am interested in for sure, though. Weighty axe 2. Electric boogaloo. Yeah, all the same. All the same, all the same. Okay, we'll keep one of everything. And go. That was nice. Gladius has an injury, and so does Pascal, apparently.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Let's handle
Hold
those.
still.
We function as one.
I know how to take risks. I need your full cooperation.
Integrity factor increased.
Okay. So it's not letting me heal Pascal? Is that what I'm hearing here?
I guide humanity between the stars.
Look no further.
Does Pascal require a different kind of... No?
We function as one.
For some
Fate
reason,
and fortune favor the bold.
I was not able to give it to him. I do not know why, but okie dokie. Let me put it back. Abby gets one as well. There we go. Very, very nice. Okay. Let's take a look at weapons. We picked up a weighty axe, which does less damage. It does add bleeding. It's better armor penetration. But I think what we have has some special stuff to it. We are going to stick with it. So, very good there. Adira doesn't need any of that. Pascal doesn't need any of that. Cassia doesn't. Abelard does not either, I'm pretty sure. His chain sword is better than that chain sword, definitely. What about the combat shotgun, though? 18 to 22. Interesting. We have Blast Wave, which is 10 to 15. This is definitely an upgrade. It doesn't push targets back like Blast Wave does, but it does so much more damage. I think we're just going to have to swap it out. I don't believe we have a choice. See if anyone else can use Blast Wave. Dira could. We're not currently using that staff very much. We'll hang on to it in case we want it, but I think for now that works. Okay, let's check out armor. Oh, we got a shield, I forgot. Oh, flak armor, we already had some, so we've already processed through it and didn't find anything particularly interesting about it. The only person who can wear heavy armor is Avallard, and he has already got the best. So, good on that. We didn't get any accessories. Have to be heretical. Oh, we do. I was going to check Adira and see if she could wear any of these items. No, I like what she has on instead there. We don't need tech use. She's not iconoclast. Okay. I think Pascal needs, yeah, he needs another grenade. Everybody else is full. Okay.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
It's true. Beautiful. Tons of stuff to... What is that?
I always have a backup plan.
That's... Strange memo. The Holy Book by the Altar. 2. That Void Dam Customs guy. He's always on duty. Does he get any time off? Does he ever leave for a piss? Is he a servitor or something? 3. Guess what? 4. Hanger by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. Okay, that is a strange memo. I have no idea what any of that meant. Oh, let me pick it up though. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we have another commerce check here, which we are not well equipped to deal with.
Failure is just a temporary setback.
Oh, well, part of the problem is I am out here solo. Great. Not that we have good commerce anyway, but... I'm not sure. Apparently I need to do some adjusting or respecking to get somebody into commerce. Got goods? Psi-conductive frame. The Cyber Raven gains 20 willpower and 50 maximum wounds. Get that. We don't have one yet, but we might soon. Bunch of junk.
I beg your pardon.
Just failing on these commerce checks, boy. Okay, let's do this a little more systematically because I don't really know anything about where we're at. We are going to start to the right, and we're just going to move right and see what's on the right side. And we have dead people goods everywhere. What is going on here? Leaflet. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. ANV. or presumably anvers, which we have been looking at. So, interesting. Opticon 22, we got goods. Hello, Enforcer like Carapace. Character will dodge 59% of attacks in this chapter, reduces incoming damage by 15%. Nice. See if we get any upgrades here. My character does light armor. It's an upgrade on the armor. Looks like an upgrade everywhere except that I get better parry chance and I get a plus agility with the Death World Origin flak armor. So we're going to have to skip that. That is not good for me. She wears medium. He wears medium. I think she wears medium. Yep. Everybody else is medium or heavy, so my character is the only one that wears light, and that's not going to work for me. So, interest. Opticon 22. Any other goods in here? There are several other people to talk to. The only one named, though, is right here. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative, structural part of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Okay, well, I like trade deals. Initiating official grading procedure for esteemed high-value visitors. Glory, success to House von Valancius. A Benaric aria begins to flow from the scratched vox attached to the tech priest's chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logisticar Theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances and a short series of Benaric signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. I want to make a trade deal. Let's go to reputation first. 105, 105, 105. Okay, that's all the 105s. Trade. And we'll go back to trading. Buy all available. Medkits, stems. Oh, wow. Who knew? Deflection gloves. Allow the wearer to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon using ballistic skill. So that's Argenta all day, unless she has something better. Target designator. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with a deadeye shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by 1 and applies +1 exploit until the end of combat. Okay, Adira loves you. A new bolter. Looks like it's better damage than our current bolter. Same rate of fire, same recoil, same range. Higher damage, same armor pen. Everything else is the same. It's just better. So, I like that. Weber. Is Weber a plasma weapon? It looks like a plasma weapon. I don't know. We will accept and continue. It doesn't specify plasma, but it's got a name, so I don't know. See if it tells us anywhere. cannon. It sounds plasma-y. I think it is a plasma weapon, but we'll check it out. Okay, we have bought everything we can buy. Thank you, thank you. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. What is Logisticar Theta? Under the contractual obligation in question 34-761 Terran years ago, the Explorator Cognizance Fleet received from representatives, authorized units, of the von Valancius dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Received it, and then didn't pay, compensate, remunerate, settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizance Fleet can be made to von Valancius assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled, archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment reciprocal offering. I confirm I am willing to accept the payment. The request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded into the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation Logisticar Theta is concluded. The Cognizance Fleet thanks House von Valancius for its cooperation. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in, considers expeditious, cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the von Valancius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizance Fleet will be glad, alternative unavailable, to accept any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items. Reminder: storage, study, and or disposal of the aforementioned objects with the exception of miscellaneous items is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Explorator fleet will also accept information about planets in the Coronis Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Why do you want information about planets? Omnifaceted study of the Coronis Expanse is the sacred mission, operational objective, of the Cognizance Fleet. Information about the planets and star systems of the Coronis Expanse must, will, be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration mission. This process increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. Why are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizance Fleet finds it reasonable to believes, that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the laity causes destruction and violations that go against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind and will unleashes xeno-heresy, which consumes the laity whole. An example that demonstrates the outlined pattern: a void station in the system of Lengren's Belt. According to the data available to the Cognizance Fleet, the heretics on the station have trade relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. I have questions. Information assistance will be provided. Why are you here and not, say, at the Liege Palace? Prolonged communication with laypeople of high social standing causes this unit vexation, desire for forceful cessation of vital functions, grief, decline in motivation, righteous fury, willingness to initiate purity protocol. Remaining in an area of repair and maintenance of sacred machines is beneficial to this unit's cognitive functions. This statement is true. The behavioral dynamics typical of lay groups are frequently devoid of logical patterns and are taxing to analyze. Why are you on Footfall? This unit performs residential representation, maintenance of the bureaucratic machine for the purpose of ratification of the insulting boundaries, management of the Kappa thread supply line, compilation of astrographic reconnaissance data. Abelard lets out a long and heavy sigh. There was once a tech acolyte in Lady Theodora's retinue who knew the unique language of the esteemed tech priests. I only began to realize the true value of his abilities after he'd been devoured by a xenobeast on some nondescript world. You seem to be speaking Gothic, but the informational capabilities of Fleshbeak are lacking. Opticon 22 is silent for a moment. Then he says, I function as the fleet's diplomatic mission, oversee shipments, and ensure that the laity does not encroach upon the explorator's sphere of interest. If you're an explorator, why are you here instead of exploring faraway systems? This unit functioned as a senior planetary scout for the duration of data classified procedural cycles. It was distinguished with 1. 3 promotions by 1 grade. 2. The right to a Tier 2 sacred augmentation. 3. A notation in the fleet-wide archive as a valuable unit. After a reconnaissance mission in the Tanaris system, this unit was promoted to the rank of Logis and transferred to Footfall in order to perform the functions appropriate for its current status. There is something close to wistfulness in Opticon 22's otherwise emotionless voice. My archive contains data on the reconnaissance of the Tanaris system and the associated special circumstances. I express my respect for a veteran and adherent of the fleet. Valid assessment. The Tanaris system was a great test of faith, an assessment of this unit's durability threshold, an act of destructive xenocide. So what happened in the Tanaris system? Pascal and Opticon 22 turn to you and snap in unison. Data classified. I have no more questions. Information assistance mode deactivated. We're going to check out the trade menu again since he paid his debt, see if anything changed. I want to make a trade deal. Okay, nothing changed there. Everything's coming in at 100%. There's a 101. That's not great. Okay, I think we're good on all of that. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
That was a good find. More goods. Very nice. A little trash, but we'll take it. Heyo, more goods. That we cannot access yet, apparently. How do we get to them? Ah. Come and buy goods from the best Recalaga crews in the sector. Let's talk to Ragman. We can't talk to Ragman, okay?
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Nope. Oh, hello. Okay. Interesting. Well, something, we'll have to figure out something there, I think. All right.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I'm trying to keep my eye on the prize, but the prize keeps moving. So can we get up here? We can. Better question, should we? Is there any need to? That one seems a bit more ambiguous. We'll just keep going this direction. Ah, yes, we already got tossed out on the commerce bit there.
Keep your wits about you.
Trying to. It's like a bar. Finest wines from Janus. So yes, a bar. there anybody in here to talk to? Not really. A guard. Anybody named? No. Okay, so it's a bar. A bar, a bar, a bar. I don't really, I'm not looking for anything in particular because I don't really know anything about, I'm just exploring the area here. Let me back up a bit. Okay, I think we've done a good job there.
Money to be made.
We've been up through here. I've not been up here yet, so let's pop up and look around. See if anything pops for us. Can I get up here to the top level? I cannot. Nothing lit up or became interesting, so cool, cool, cool.
I always keep my options open.
Bunch of workers, citizens, got goods here. I am writing to inform you that 2 days ago, the discharge was interrupted by a raid launch by the Anvers gang. In the attack, 3 loader servitors were put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container, serial number FVDA116165, was stolen along with its contents. Okay. That may come up later. Rank 5 functionary Morbetio Cavalli. Well, let's go talk to him. Are you from the Von Valencia ship? You may pass without a check. An order came from the Liege to let you through.
I always have a backup plan.
Cool, cool, cool. Wait your turn. Well, they just told me I don't have to wait my turn. I can pass right through, so let's do that. Hey, we got commerce again, 70%. Hopefully this time it's better. And another Anvers thing, I think. Yes. Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drag them out of their beds, carve open their bodies like carcasses at a slaughterhouse. The Imperial Navy, Casbalica, Corda, Von Valancius, their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow we'll erase them from memory. Go, seize power, as much of it as you can carry. Okay.
I didn't?
Good. The container is marked foodstuffs, but it is empty. And by the looks of it, has not been moved in a while. Okay. Interesting.
Let us see what I found.
Hey, hey. Goods. Enhanced Optics Cyber Eagle. Grenadier's Cloak. The wearer and their allies are immune to damage from the wearer's grenades. Hello. We don't have anybody who relies largely on grenades, but we might want to reconsider since we have that. I am the ragman. I am the ragman. I am the walrus. Doo doo be doo. Okay. Alright. Nothing of particular interest.
Left in the dust.
Found some goods here and there. There's a door out of here, which we will absolutely access. Once we have verified there is nothing else going on. Hello, but we have something else going on. Pilgrim. Lore Imperium.
My house would be proud of me.
A small altar. The central spot has been given to Drusus, a saint from the neighborhood. A saint from the neighboring Calixtus sector who is widely revered in the Coronis expanse. Let's talk to the pilgrim. The pilgrim doesn't want to talk to us. Boo. Life of Saint Drusus, Volume 3. Okay. Hey, we got more paper goods. We already read that one. We'll pick it up so we don't run across it again. Okay, well, as we level up and improve, we need to come through again because there were some options we missed. I don't know if we'll get a chance to try them again. Goods. Hey, helmet. Adeptus Arbites helmet. The wearer gains 15 coercion. If the wearer is the arbitrator, they gain 20 coercion instead. Hello. So we need that for a future companion. Solomorn might be able to do something with that. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
The rest of Footfall. We are in the atrium, I guess. So Shadow Quarters is where we want to go. Oh no. I don't know. I think we're in the atrium, but let's pop there anyway just to see. Because I thought we were at the docks. I don't know if it just doesn't show you the place you're located. I don't know. Don't know. This is not where we were. I think I can confidently say that. Yeah, totally different location. Okay. Glad we came.
This place was intended to be merely a hole within the temple, but now a whole city has been squeezed into it.
A rational decision. Ecclesiarchy temples lack the critical functionality that a void station requires, unlike the chapels of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Okay.
I've read about this.
These columns appeared here back when the station was founded, when it was assumed that Footfall would become a wondrous palace in the stars. I take it it has not done that. We'll take it. Got some goods. Ooh, are those locked? Locked goods. Interesting. Haven't seen that in a while. Oh, we got more here. What is this? Oh, pilgrims praying. Okay, let's use the cogitator.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Indeed you are. Goods. Okay. We'll go up there in a minute. Let's wander down here first.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay. Gunsmith's Guild. Interesting. Okay, seen that one a few times. I need to remember I can stick stuff like that in cargo. What is this? One of the many altars that looks better tended than most places in Footfall. Okay. Oh. I think we found the Liege's Palace here. We did indeed. Well, we're not interested in doing that right now. Let's go back up here to that thing that we saw. The gate we opened will pop up here quickly. See where it takes us. Okay. Oh, okay.
Compared to
See,
naval service,
right there.
that was barely a challenge.
Are we in the air right now? Okay. Goods. Commander's Monocle. Whenever an ally under the effect of the wearer's voice of command ability makes an attack during an extra turn, the attack deals an... Oh, that's Cassia. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Great Sword. That is a two-hander. We are not using that. Yep. Don't need it. Thank you. And we all leveled, friends. Hello, friends. Level up. What did I just do?
I did it?
The numerous wounds and injuries indicate that this was a particularly brutal murder. The letters A and V are carved into the victim's shoulder blade. Huh. Okay. Let's go back to the other side. Let's do a little more exploring before we... We need no rulers or leaders. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. So you are. Okay.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I'm so thirsty. Okay. Looks like Pascal can get us in there easy enough. For some junk. Yes, we know he leveled up. We'll deal with that momentarily. Right now we're exploring. We've seen that one. Apparently moving it to cargo does not allow it to keep going to cargo, which is unfortunate. Shopkeeper. A small food booth. The portions look meager. A stall selling old knickknacks for everyday needs.
Is there money to be made?
Whoa. The buzzing crowd has closed in on several harried-looking individuals. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt. A massacre is about to take place. Just cut their throats already! What were they thinking letting that ship dock at Footfall? They're all stricken. No cutting. We get their blood on us, we'll be tainted too. Better burn 'em. Be quiet, you scoundrel! A priest, clad in a simple black raiment, cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others? What arrogance to think you have the right! Argenta starts at the sight of the elderly priest. That's Reverend Hieronymus! I'm surprised he's decided to intervene in a street squabble. What is going on here? Several dozen gazes bore into you. And who are you supposed to be? I am an envoy of the Von Valancius dynasty. You come from Lady Theodora? The rabble-rouser bows his head respectfully. Pardon me, noble sir. We were just, rooting out heresy here. These scrawny ones, they're from the ship that came from the bowels of the Coronis Expanse. They've got plague there, they do. And mutants, and now they're spreading that rot everywhere. That taint. They're all... Silence! You must be completely out of your minds. A band of woefully dim-witted reprobates who think themselves bringers of justice. Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? We just want to put these heretics to death a little. We're not heretics. The haggard man is on the verge of tears. We're refugees. I swear it on the golden throne. We served the Imperium faithfully till they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors and heretics, all of them, yo. A murmur runs through the crowd. The people gawk at you, at the priest, at the wretched group huddled in the center. How tiring. The motley sea of colors that fills this restless crowd is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them acid yellow streaks of fear. Their red buds swelling, ready to burst in paint, all gathered here. Cassia looks at the crowd of troublemakers wearily, and they shudder at the very sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purplish black grief, but their words are transparent as the ice that lies at the top of a glacier. Commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in their affairs is hardly worthy of you or me, Gladius. I represent the Von Valancius, masters of Kiabagama, and thus I have the right to decide what to do with these people. I command the onlookers disperse. As for the rest of you, go to Dock Alpha Row and await further instruction. The rabble-rouser looks at you morosely. I don't want to get in no trouble over this lot. The refugees use the interruption to make off in the direction of Dock Alpha Row. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. The priest shakes his head disapprovingly. Then his eyes shift to you. I am Reverend Hieronymus de la Rosa, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have the time. We can talk then. Okay, let's go talk to the good Reverend over here. Reverend, hello? There's that one again. Seen that one a few times. Hello, Rev. Whoa. Okay, so a runner came and tried to deliver an anonymous donation, and the Reverend was not happy that they tried to bribe him. He thought that that was vain and impotent. Interesting. The man with a face so drawn it appears to be made of nothing but skin and bone fixes his unblinking bird-like eyes on you. The priest's simple black clothes have next to no adornments, and they do nothing to mask his unhealthy gauntness. In a cracked voice, he says, "The Emperor protects." The Emperor protects, Reverend. But he protects only those who are pure of heart. Do you think yourself one of them? Be leery of this conviction of yours. Many who have risen to the pinnacle of faith have fallen from it to the embrace of pride, most degenerate. And you must be the young Von Valancius. That name carries weight, and it is a burdensome one, for its reputation suggests that Theodora encumbered it with many a transgression. I wonder, will you seek to shed them, or will you carry them onward, picking them along the way like ripe fruit, and savoring their sweet poison? I put my faith in the Emperor. He gives you a scrutinizing look, then his tone softens. Well, then be twice as diligent, for this sector will seize any chance to test your faith. He looks at Argenta, who is standing nearby, and his voice softens slightly. Greetings, sister. I congratulate you on your return. Was your pilgrimage fruitful? It was. Reverend, let it be known to you that Theodora von Valencia's ship was attacked by servants of the archenemy, who appall the heart of any righteous soul, she says, nearly hissing with fury. And not all of them met a fitting end. Some fled, and more than that, their blasphemous words clearly pointed to this attack being part of a larger design. Reverend Hieronymus, I wish to join the esteemed rogue trader's crew and help protect the von Valancius dynasty from the forces of the archenemy. I am divesting myself of the responsibility of guarding the Footfall reliquary. Sister Argenta stood by my side during the assault on the ship, and I could use her assistance going forward. Hieronymus nods in thought. Follow the call of your soul, sister. The Footfall reliquary will be presented even without your contribution, as it was in all the years preceding your arrival. Hieronymus smiles sadly. I know what it is that calls you to follow the rogue trader, Sister Argenta. You seek combat, for it helps you to forget how hollow and worthless our lives truly are. It offers the illusion of meaning. Perhaps you will relinquish this illusion one day, or perhaps you will die before that day comes. Regardless, I wish you luck on your new path. But before you start on a path toward your new destiny, I have a request to make of you and your companion. Many among my flock are from the poorest, most dispossessed people on Footfall. They've brought me troubling news from Footfall's shadow quarters. In the darkest corners where the liege's wardens do not venture, taint has taken root. Footfall is consumed by profanity, but even here true heresy, serving the archenemy, is a rarity. The cultists who now dwell in the shadow quarters mark their abodes with a sun inscribed in blue and gold, and perform strange rituals in secret. The weak find solace in believing these reports to be rumors, but I well know that evil lurks all around us, and I wish to see retribution. We will verify this rumor, Reverend Hieronymus. With great pleasure. Argenta lays a hand on her weapon. I almost wish for the rumor to be true. My heart yearns to battle some heretics. This is where I bid you goodbye, sister. Noble Gladius, is there more you wish to speak to me about? What are you doing on Footfall? What am I doing in this den of blasphemers, pagans, and the vilest of souls, you mean to say? Well, Footfall is the first and last stop in the Coronis expanse. It is the point of arrival for those who have just started on their path, and it is also where those who are reaching its very end return, their souls wounded and bleeding. I embrace both the former and the latter, so that they may cast an honest eye over their impurity. Furthermore, rumors from across the entire sector amass on Footfall. If I hear crewmen whispering about a reclaimed shrine world or expressing desire to carry the Emperor's light into the darkness among the stars, I help my flock in their sacred duty. Devoted trailblazers need assistance, both spiritual and material. Tools, equipment, even garments and simple everyday items. Anything that might help pilgrims on their long journey, and during the first days of the harsh frontier life, is worth its weight in gold to us. May any help you offer to the effort of gathering such things be blessed. The path of true believers leads into darkness, to search for worlds that have lost his radiance, steeped in depravity. Blessed are the deeds of those who give themselves into the void and the warp in hopes that their actions might bring light into the darker reaches of the expanse and deliver a previously barren world into the Imperium's service. Hieronymus is silent for a few seconds. And all the more bitter is the realization that not all brave souls will succeed in their mission. Footfall still awaits news from the Wasteland Wayfarer, an ancient ark of a ship headed for distant stars. Her last astropathic message was sent from beyond the Cineris Maleficum, and the stars have kept her fate secret since. I bear another, darker duty. The expanse is filled with the tainted creations of unholy heretics. These insidious objects are a danger to the soul, but I know what to do with them. Should you on your travels come upon dangerous, corrupted objects, bring them to me, and the reward for your vigilance will be even more generous. The Drusian mission has much to share with the rogue trader. I'd like to take a look at what the followers of St. Drusus have to offer me. Let me see. Hop on over to Reputation. Holy Gifts. Melee Weaponry. Uniform Kit at 105. Uniform Kit at 105. There's some 102s up there. We'll trade here. That didn't go particularly swimmingly. I don't know about the jewelry. I've got some holy gifts that are at 100 even, which is weird, but okay. I don't want to give him ship components. Melee weaponry. Yeah, it wouldn't be much anyway. Okay. Lots of things he doesn't want. Interesting. All right, let's buy all available. Enforcer Helmet. All targets of Taunting Scream suffer a -14 penalty to their willpower tests against this ability. Nice. That's Abelard if he needs it. We'll check that out. Bloodhound Staff. The first use of an attacking navigator power per turn does not set the power on cooldown and does not count toward the attack limit per turn. The second use of this power, or of a different attacking navigator power on the same turn, deals an additional 6 damage to all targets and 6 direct damage to the navigator. Yeah, but our navigator can heal damage quite prolifically, so that's interesting. Very interesting. There's an elite chainsword there I would not mind having for Abelard. Not at all. Need to work on the Drusians here. Okay. Folks, we are on Footfall. We explored the dock area. We are now wandering through the atrium, taking a look around. We have found a couple of different vendors that we have taken advantage of. We've spoken to Reverend Hieronymus, which Argenta needed us to do to get her added to our crew permanently, which has now happened. And we have all leveled up. So we need to get our characters leveled. We need to finish exploring this area, go speak to the Liege, and I think there was a third area, Shadow Quarters. We need to go check that place out as well. But I think we're going to need to get involved in those things next time. This has been Disabled. My name is Ed, and this has been Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe as it helps me out tremendously. And until we meet again, make your way with love and light. Thank you so much for joining me on our journey today, and goodbye.